Hi folks, and welcome to today's video, how to manage back pain over the holidays. If you're a sufferer of herniated discs, bulging discs, lumbar stenosis, arthritis, or even sciatica, then this video is for you. I'm going to go over 5 main concerns people have during the holiday season, how to deal with those stressors, pains, etc., and how to have a pain-free holiday season. Let's dive in. So folks, today I want to talk about surviving the holiday season, okay? The upcoming Christmas break, New Year, etc. If you are a sufferer of back pain problems such as lumbar stenosis, sciatica nerve pain, bulging disc, herniated discs, arthritis, all these types of things, which can be the affliction of many people around the world. Now, it is very much a crazy time for many of us. A lot of flying, driving, visiting relatives coming to us, hosting parties, etc., etc. Like the movie Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Great movie, John Candy, okay? And it can bring about a lot of stress, psychological as well. And I'm going to be going over 5 sort of main sections today. I'll be going over driving in the car, flying by plane, visiting relatives, the whole aspect of like going to a different environment. If you're the one that's going to be hosting, how you deal with household chores, etc., the cooking, all that kind of stuff as well, cleaning, and then the general stress of all of this. Okay, so I'm going to go over those 5 main areas and how to best deal with the pain uptake, okay, which is most likely going to happen, all right? It is something very normal during the recovery process. And this video itself was brought about, I was talking to a couple of my clients just the other day, and they were talking about the holiday season. So I went over a variety of different sort of methods and techniques they can do to help them get through this period. And if you are, afflicted by some of those things I was mentioning earlier, the lower back problems, just understand it is normal. Uptakes are normal during the recovery period. People don't have a complete linear sort of start to the finish line, okay, of pain-free sort of recovery all the way through. What you want to get to, of course, is being pain-free, but it is normal to have some ups and downs, all right? So let's start with the car, okay? So maybe you've got to do, a lot more shopping, driving long distances to visit relatives, etc. How do you sort of handle it? How do you cope with it? All right, so there's a video is going to pop up. We're going to be talking over the video here. And you want to set your car up, okay, for the correct sort of sitting environment, right? If you're the one who's driving and or the passenger, you can use a rolled up towel, okay, in the sort of lower back region, all right? You can put it in there. That's going to put you into a more kind of neutral position. You'll want to basically put your seat up most likely as high as possible into a more upright position. Some people do prefer if they're lying way back, so I put some more of the weight on the upper section of the seat, okay? Taking frequent breaks, all right? Stopping the car every hour, the gas station, whatever, getting out, taking a small walk, 2-3 minutes, that will help. Because the problem is, sitting is the worst, all right? Because we generally, when we sit, we generally go back into flexion, okay? When this happens, there's a physiological response called creeping, or creep, right? And this is where the tissue itself will start to, I wouldn't say disform, but it starts to stretch, okay? And it basically happens very quickly, within 10 minutes of sitting, this can happen. And then what this does is makes the joints more lax, okay? And it can kick up our pain issues as well, because we don't have as much stability. And the way to sort of counteract that, or to sort of put the tissue back from the creep, okay? And I will have another video about this specifically, talking about tissue creep and what you can do and stuff, what to avoid. Is simply, getting out, walking, kind of correcting your posture, like, sort of pulling shoulders back, shoulders down, head up nice and tall, walking around for a couple of minutes. That will help the tissue to go back into sort of tight position again, okay? So if you've got long drives, try to break up that drive, okay? Position yourself well in the car, all right? Take those small frequent breaks, okay? That will help you, put you in good stead, basically. And of course, if you're not driving, you might be flying somewhere. And flying has its own issues, okay? You go to the airport, right? Again, from the sitting perspective, try to stand as much as you can, take small walks, okay? The airport chairs are not the best if you've got a low back, problem. You've been seeing some people lying on the ground with their feet up on, their luggage, etc. That's another way to sort of take stress off of your back, okay? So try to avoid as much sitting as possible, because obviously you're going to be getting into that plane. You could be there 1 hour, 2, 3, 7, 6, depends on where you guys are flying to, okay? Now, when you're on the plane, there's a video going to pop up again. I always try to select, from my experiences, an aisle seat, okay? And if I've got sciatica, for example, and my sciatica is on my left leg, I want to choose an aisle seat where my left leg can go into the aisle, all right? Because you can do some gentle ankle pumps, basically a nerve glide, where you're basically pushing pointing the toes down and then bring the toes back towards your knee. It's basically ankle pumping. It's like a very, very sort of low level nerve glide, okay, for that particular nerve. Same thing applies with being on the plane as it is in the car. Get the rolled up sheets to give you the blankets. Try to put it in, or a small pillow in behind your lower back. Put yourself into a more neutral position. Get up, okay, every hour or so. Take a walk around the plane, all right? Because again, it's the sitting which is the big problem. And you can even do some stretches on the plane. This particular video I did a while ago, which I can link to at the end of this particular video. There's some specific stretches that you can do whilst standing, okay? So again, it's about movement. You're trying to get yourself to sort of, take those breaks, get up, whatever, not be stuck in that one position for too long. And as I said, selecting your correct seat position on the plane, okay, will help, all right? It really will put you in a good place. Now, obviously you guys are traveling, you're going to visit relatives, right? And one of the big things in a different place, where especially if you're staying overnight, is you might be in a hotel, you might be in your relative's, spare bed, whatever. Sleeping can be an issue, okay? If you're not on a good surface that you've been used to, then that can play havoc with your back pain issues. So basically, if you are in a strange bed, it's not your normal bed, you're going to have to arm yourself with pillows, towels, etc. Pillows under the knees, between the knees on your side, or if you're a side sleeper, you may have to put a rolled up towel again under your lower back when you are sleeping in this different bed, okay? All these things are basically going to be offsetting, okay, the potential of any upticks in pain. And a lot of it is being just generally mindful of the task you're undertaking and how best to deal with it, kind of plan ahead, all right? Now, maybe you're the one who's going to be hosting the party and you're running around I've got to get cleaned up, okay, and you're vacuuming, right? And it's easy to be, you're doing it fast, one-handed, okay, like that video shows there. It's generally not the best way to vacuum. If you've got a low back pain problem, you want to stand behind the vacuum, okay? And you want to use your body weight to push and pull backwards and forwards, okay? Just have to sort of take it easy, all right? Breathe, don't go crazy, right? Now, of course, if you are hosting, there's going to be dishes, plates, etc., cleaning up. Maybe hopefully you've got a dishwasher or not, okay? But if you've got a dishwasher, loading it, all right, you've got to make sure you don't just bend over into it. You want to try to hip hinge, use support round about you, use the countertop. Perhaps if it's depending on the position, you might want to lunge down into it. Okay, so you do like a static lunge, and then you can put the stuff in and out of the dishwasher. Same thing goes for the washing machine. If it's a low one, all right. So trying to modify all of those sort of daily activities, daily tasks, so you can get into the best position. It's about being mindful of what you're actually doing, because if you just jump into it like you used to do, okay, before your injury, you might often get a spasm, okay? Just be mindful of the task you're about to do, and sort of take precautions, as I said, hip hinging, split squats, using support, etc., to get you into those good positions, okay? Now, obviously, all of this brings about stress, right? The stress of people coming to the house, the stress of you guys traveling, the stress of, the two uncles who don't get on there, okay? All these things are very typical of the holiday season, all right? Last minute present buying, whatever it could be, okay? A general way, okay, to incorporate some sort of modalities to help you, all right, is again, a bit of planning. Think of what you have to do, right? So say you're the one hosting, you're going to be cooking, okay? And you're rushing around, you got all the pots on, okay? Things are boiling, what do I do next? Okay, you got a spare 3, 4, 5 minutes, right? Just pop on the floor, try to put your legs up either against the wall or a small stool. Just lie there, 2, 3, 4 minutes, big belly breaths, okay? Just let the body relax, right? You're going to relax off the lower back muscles, you take the stress off the lower back muscles, and you're going to bring your heart rate down with maybe 2 minutes of very long, slow, deep belly breathing. You'll bring your heart rate down, your stress levels will start to drop, because the problem is with stress, for a lot of people, if you're carrying an injury, some sort of pain, from that injury, when you have a stressful event and stress increases, very often it will manifest in or within that injury. Okay, it'll increase your pain. It's a very, very common occurrence. I've seen it many clients and people I've known, friends as well. So just taking those few minutes to take, little breaks here and there. And this can be if you're at a party or you're somebody else's, okay, and you're staying the night there, whatever, for example, just excuse yourself. Oh, I need to go to the bathroom. You know, you don't have to go to the bathroom. What I'm saying is pop into the room you're staying at, lay down, legs up on the edge of the bed, 2, 3, 4 minutes, a few deep breaths, let the body just relax, okay? And then up you go, and then back to the party, okay? And if it is a party or an event you're at, again, get up often if you're sitting, maybe stand, leaning against the wall, okay, leaning against the kitchen counter. Just be aware of your surroundings and try to, you know, change, think, be mindful, and adapt the environment for you to be into the best position possible to ensure the pain doesn't uptick. Okay, as I repeat again, the worst thing is sitting on those soft couches with a flex spine, all right? That would generally be very detrimental if you're carrying lumbar, bulging, herniated discs, etc. Sciatica, which is caused by that. That'll be the worst thing for you to do, okay? So just keep, you know, moving around as much as you can. And again, if you're at an event where you're not staying there, you're going to be there for a couple hours, okay? Changing positions, take a small walk around the room, okay? Go and speak to that friend, go and speak to that friend, okay? Lean against the wall, all right? It's taking these small, because when you walk, blood flow increases, right? And the tissue starts to move, okay? And you get kind of a bit of a stress relief from that. That will help, yeah? So if you think, oh my God, I'm going to be standing there for 3 hours and get really stressed about it, just go there with a plan, right? Small walks, intermittent breaks, you know, sitting for a little bit, standing, move around the room, yeah? All these things. Likewise, if you're, again, after the car ride, after the plane ride, okay, don't just go straight into the house and sit down, okay? Take a small walk, stand for a little bit, all right? Just let that body come back out of this kind of flex state and be opened up again, okay, into a more neutral spine, yeah? So there is a lot of stress that can happen around this time, but just by planning ahead, by being mindful, doing those small intermittent breaks, whether it be lying down or small walks, and as I said, you can, if you do take a small walk, okay, and it's outside your friends' homes or your family's homes, whatever, you know, shoulders back, shoulders down, arms at the side, go for a small walk, 2-3 minutes around the house, just big deep breaths, okay, that will help, you know, sort of relax the body before you go into that particular event, yeah? So basically, guys, it is all about being mindful, okay, during this season. Trying not to forget that you do have an issue. This is quite often what happens. People will forget they've got an injury and they just automatically move as they would do before the injury, and that's, gives you that uptick. So it's being mindful about it, thinking how you can adapt your travel, okay, adapt your days at these events, and, you know, think of ways, hopefully from this video, to help alleviate some of those upticks in pain which may or may not occur. So guys, listen, I hope this video has been useful for you. Please don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe for more great content if you are a sufferer of low back pain issues. Have a great Christmas if you celebrate it, and I will see you next week with some more great content. Check it out later.